You've been talking about her buying. She's been talking about her renting. Where did we go wrong?
Do you really want to go down that road?
Do you want to sell more houses? You didn't take any shot at winning the business. You didn't even try to tee up another conversation. You're just like, okay, well, good luck to you. Let me know if anything changes. As we listen to this, I want you to understand something. Cash call, everybody. Dale Archdekin. It is just me today, but I have a guest with me, Al Belden. He is a producing agent in the Philly area. He's come on today for me to listen to his calls and give him a coaching session on where he can improve so that he can convert more of his leads. Al, thanks for joining me today. And why don't you introduce yourself, tell people where you're from and how long you've been selling real estate.
Yes, greetings, Dale. Thanks for having me on. I'm in the suburbs of Philadelphia. I live in Media, and my office is in Haverford on the main line. I do work in Philly and on the main line. I've been in real estate about 10 years now, my third career after paint contracting and software engineering. Annual production, let me see, let's say 10 units and maybe 8 million per year, something like that. It varies, as you know, from year to year.
Yeah.
And I hope to get out of this, sales is talking to people. So the better I can get at that, the better it will be, I think, for my business.
Okay, great. So I've reviewed your calls and I'm going to play these and live and just give you some feedback on them. Having listened to these calls, I've definitely picked up a few habits or a few patterns that I'm picking up in what you're doing with these calls. And for those of you listening, Al is a student of ours. He's been in our training for a little while. And Al frequently asks me, hey, how do I talk to these people that aren't ready to do something, right? What do I say to them? How do I get them on the phone? And so, Al, I think that in listening to the actual recordings of you having these conversations, I'm now understanding why you're struggling with it. And I have definitely some suggestions for you that are going to help you have better conversations and be able to move the ball forward with these people.
Sounds good.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. This is Al Belden, Mainline. We're on my website, looking at properties, and I'm wondering, are you looking to move in the next few months or just checking the market?
Oh, I was just checking the market. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Nothing wrong with looking around. Was there any specific type of home you're interested in?
No, just looking around. Yeah, just to see. But yeah, I can reach back out if it gets more serious. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. Just enjoy the use of the website.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Okay. Al, what do you think's wrong with this conversation?
Well, it doesn't go anywhere beyond just, I don't know where else I'm supposed to take it. I guess I'm getting the feeling from you that I should be taking it somewhere else.
Yes, I would definitely be taking it somewhere. So first off, your intro script, pretty good. But I want to listen to it again because it creates some problems. And in fact, we're going to hear where it creates a problem in a couple of other calls that you have. But first off, just get rid of ma'am. I wouldn't say ma'am. That's very antiquated. Okay.
Okay.
Just get rid of that because clearly this person who answered that phone is probably in my generation, and anyone from my generation or younger generally does not say ma'am or sir.
I don't know her name here, I don't think. Usually, sometimes people put just their initials in.
Yeah,
So
don't use a
what should
name.
I say? Just pardon?
Just
okay. Say
don't
hello.
use a name, right?
Yep, got it.
So here's how it would go.
Hello?
Hello. She said hello. Hello, this is Al Belden with whatever real estate on the main line. Looks like you register on my website to look at some homes for sale. You just get rid of the name, right?
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You go straight into it. And then we get down to where she said, so you offered her, hey, are you looking to move? This is your script. Are you looking to move or are you just checking the market? And she said, just checking the market. And I feel like you're not quite prepared to get the answer given back to you that they're just checking the market. Somehow to you, that means I'm not doing anything, right? Or I'm not going to buy. Then your question was, is there anything specific that you're looking for or a specific kind of house you're looking for? That is a sales question, right? You're almost like, what house can I sell you? But when she says, I'm just checking the market, I want you to hear either, I don't know whether or not I'm going to move. I don't know when I would move if I do. So then when you go back for another sales question, like what kind of home are you looking for? It's too salesy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I've talked about present tense, past tense, and future tense types of questions. And so this is a theme that I'm going to be repeating with you as I'm listening to your calls, is that you need to find out who these people are instead of you trying to figure out how to sell them something. In the calls that I hear, you keep trying to figure out how to sell people something. And with a lot of these leads, what kind of leads are you working, Al? Where are they coming from?
They're coming from my website. Just registrations, not people that have, well, I think I might have one or two calls where they've actually asked about a property, but generally they're someone that's registered, they're looking at properties. That's it.
Yeah. So they're PPC leads, right? They're from the internet. They've come to your website. You made them trade their information to look at houses. So a lot of them, when you talk to them, are going to say, just getting started or window shopping or checking the market or whatever the objection is you offer to them to give back to you. So that's totally fine. What you want to do when they say that, you want to shift to a present tense question. Present tense question like, got it. Do you currently live on the main line or are you looking to move here? Or do you currently live in Philadelphia or are you looking to move here? That's not a sales question. That's just a where are you now question, right?
Yes.
Or, hey, that's great. You're checking the market. Do you guys currently own your home or are you renting? That's just a who are you now question, not a sales question, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you, this is a bit of a nuance here. You asked, is there a specific kind of home you're looking for? Which is a sales question. Instead, you could ask this. Oh, yeah, we're just checking the market. Oh, great. That's fantastic. What neighborhoods are you interested in? Anybody can tell you what neighborhoods they're interested in, but it's not specific. And I want you to hear the difference between which neighborhood are you looking for or which neighborhood do you want versus what neighborhoods are you interested in? One is plural and open, and the other one is narrow and sort of closed.
Yeah, the questions you're saying are more general.
More general, yes. They're present tense focused, like who are you now? Where are you now?
This is the vast majority of calls that I have. I almost never get anything. Well, I don't get objections per se the way that you've discussed them.
I think what you're getting is you're getting things that you're hearing as objections.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you what's wrong with your intro script. It's very slight.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? What? Al Belden of Mainline Young. You were on my website, wondering if you're looking to move in the next couple of months or just checking what's on the market.
If you're looking to move in the next couple of months or just checking what's on the market. Now, listen to what goes wrong with this intro script.
I'm planning on moving in probably at the end of August.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds exciting.
That's not who that is.
So that's great. What kind of a place are you looking for?
I'm looking for a house with 3 bedrooms and 1.5 baths.
Right. Condo or townhome or?
Townhome.
Okay. Well, that's terrific. I could, well, tell me a little more. Have you been looking long or is it just something that's come up?
I feel like you're not really sure what to do when somebody says this. Like, you're like, wow, they're doing something. I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, I guess that's partly true.
Oh, I've been looking, and I've gone out and I've looked and I've applied, and seems I don't qualify for anything. So.
Oh, really? Have you spoken to a lender?
No, I haven't spoken to a lender. I'm not buying a home. I'm renting.
Now we're a minute 21 seconds into this call. You've been talking about her buying. She's been talking about her renting. Where did we go wrong?
This is not that uncommon. I mean, I wouldn't say it's frequent, but it does happen. They just get confused.
Well,
so
tell me about your intro script, Alvin.
Are you looking to? Well, instead of saying move, I could have said buy, I guess.
Ah, there it is, right? Your intro script is actually causing the confusion because move can mean different things, right? What you want to know is, are you buying? Not are you renting? Not are you moving?
Yes.
Oh, so change your intro script. Hey, I wanted to
Yeah.
see if you're planning on buying in the next few months or if you're just, what do you say, checking the market.
Yes, you're right.
So make that intro change and you'll actually fix some of the errors or some of the misconceptions, some of the confusion that happens.
It'll be a
Okay.
lot shorter call.
No, it shouldn't be a shorter call. And I'm going to show you why this call shouldn't be as short as it is. Let's keep listening.
Oh, you're looking to rent. I thought
Yes.
you were interested in buying.
Well, I am interested in buying, but I don't have money to put down, so I'm not going to be able to handle any interest rates.
I understand. Well, there's rental properties. You see, I don't do the rentals myself. I have someone that does them for me, rentscene.com. I can send you, if you want their phone number or their email address, I can give that to you.
That's fine. You can email me it.
Yeah, I'll do that and see how it works out with them. I'm sure they can help you find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Okay. Why did this call die?
We've reached the end of the road here.
Oh, we did?
Well, she's looking for a rental, and I'm not doing rentals.
Okay. But she does want to buy, right?
Yes, that's true.
And why can't she buy?
She doesn't, in her mind, have assistant, or well, what's the word? She doesn't have a down money, is what she said.
Okay. And you just believed her?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yep.
You just believed that she knew how much she needed, whether she could afford it, how much it would cost, and that she had spoken to somebody or came up with that number on her own. You accepted all of that and let the call die.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
guilty as charged. No, go ahead.
Okay, good. You see where I'm going with this, right?
I do, yes.
Okay. You stay there. You fight for it. How much do you want this woman to be able to buy a house?
I'd love for her to be able to buy a house.
You'd love for her to be able to buy a house. And if you would love for her to be able to buy a house, aren't there a whole lot more questions you would need to ask her before you decided, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you cannot buy a house?
I wouldn't want to be, I wouldn't be the one making that determination. I mean, she would need to speak to someone else.
Well, let me correct my question. Before you're willing to give up on whether or not this woman can buy a house, wouldn't you need to ask a lot more questions?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
I would suggest to her that I don't know that she is going to take that suggestion, but, or I guess I could say something along the lines of, well, maybe you are better qualified than you think. A good idea, it would be a good idea to speak to a lender and let them give you more information. And even if you don't buy, it's still a good experience to speak to them because it gets you ready for the next time.
So that's a decent statement. What you can do is I like to ask questions instead. Questions
Okay.
like, how much do you think you need to have to put down? Right? How much are you looking to spend on rent? Because, if she's in our area, I live in the Philly area too, most likely she's probably going to be spending $1,000 to $1,500 a month on average. Maybe she's looking for something cheaper. I don't know, but it's highly likely that that's what she's going to be spending. And she probably would need first, last, and security typically, right? So that's 3 times that amount. She has to have some kind of money in order to make a move. So I would ask her questions like this. Got it. How much are you looking to spend on rent? And how much do you think you need to put down on a home? Have you spoken to a lender? When you ask that, that's when she was like, oh, no, I'm not buying. I'm renting. We still don't even have the answer to whether or not she spoke to a lender. So you don't need to start telling her stuff. You certainly could tell her that, but you need to start with more questions.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, good. And then we obviously need to fix that intro script. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so Alvin, it looks like this next one is a voicemail. I'm going to play it, and then I'm curious why you put this in here and what your questions are.
Hi, Alvin. Listen, I got your listing for the Ellington. and they were interesting. I had been focusing personally on which has one bedrooms less expensively. So yeah, keep sending me the information, and I'm not ready to look yet, particularly not in this heat. But I should be ready to look next year. Okay, Alvin, thanks.
Alvin, why did you send in this voicemail? What questions do you have about this?
I guess the question is, how to follow up with him. And I guess that's it. I must have called him and then he called me back. So
okay,
it's unusual in itself.
Yeah, can you tell me, is this one of your nurtures? Like, have you already gotten his story? You know who he is? Or is he just a random lead who responded to an email that you sent him and left this voicemail?
Responded to something that I sent. Maybe it's hard. I call them using your schedule, basically, when they come in. Basically, when I first started, I used to leave messages on the voicemail, but I stopped doing that. But maybe I left him one. Could be that, or from the email or a text message. So
okay, but you don't have this guy's story. You haven't done a discovery conversation with him yet.
No, I have not.
Okay, and your question
no
is,
conversation with him has occurred.
Okay, why are you confused about how to follow up with him?
I'm not really confused. I mean, I guess. Let me see. Am I going to call him back? Maybe. I mean, he said he's not ready till next year, and he's already getting the properties, so that's what he should be getting. I guess my follow up would just be I might call him back just because that seems like a friendly thing to do since he already called me, and that would probably solidify the his interest in working with me.
Yes, exactly. Yes, of course. As I listen to your calls, I think that you're very stuck on selling. Can I sell you something? Are you going to do something? And that's a great instinct, but you're getting stuck there. You have to go beyond that to, if I can't sell you something right now, or if I can't get you to take an action right now, I need to switch over to building a relationship with you so that you're more likely to transact with me, to interact with me over time until you're ready. And so, yeah, absolutely. This guy reached out to you, answered you. This is awesome. And so you're going to reach out to him. You're going to talk to him so that you can build that rapport or build that friendship with him to make him a nurture for you in the future. It sounds like you're like, I don't know. The guy said he's not ready. Why would I call him? Right? Or what am I going to say? Is any of that going on?
Well, the fact that he's not ready. I mean, there are many clients. So of course you have to prioritize those that you think are going to be more, timely.
Okay.
That would be the only, but there's not that many that you build a rapport with. He sounds more like in that camp, although you never know with people, like they can always change.
So what would you say when you call this guy back?
Dale said, call you back. No, I'd say, I would say it was nice to hear from you, and I would probably try and get a little bit more information from him.
Okay.
Like, where you, well,
let's role play it.
Real estate,
I'm this
you
guy.
always try to get, you sort of start off with you need to get certain information, and usually just starting off with what are you trying to accomplish is a way to sort of start the discussion.
Okay.
And then
let's role play.
Get around to the financing and,
Alvin, let's role play it. I'm Henry. Okay. You say ring, ring. I'll answer the phone.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Henry. This is Al Belden of Mainline Philly Homes. I got your call the other day regarding your interest in condos in Center City, Philadelphia. And I understand you seem to be, you're not quite ready. You feel you're going to buy next year. Anyways, I just wanted to touch base with you and sort of get an idea of what you're trying to accomplish and, where you are at the moment. So would you, why don't you fill me in, or can you fill me in?
Okay. All right. That's not bad. I think that's okay. What you're doing is you're just asking a general question. and giving me a little bit of my information back, I think you can be a little bit more pointed about it, right? So what information did he give us? He said he's looking in I think he said right?
Correct.
Okay. He doesn't want to be out looking in this heat. He's likely to be ready next year, right?
Yes, that's right.
So there's a couple of different angles that we can take on this. The underlying question that we always want to know is, why are you making a move, right? What's making you interested in moving? What's prompting your move? That's kind of an underlying core question that you can easily go to with anybody. And we could do that here too. And then on top of it, he's given us some really great information, which is, I don't want to move in the heat. So you could take the angle of, hey, I just wanted to reach out. I know you mentioned that you didn't want to be moving, especially in this heat right now, or looking, especially in this heat. I just wanted to see if, when you and I work together, if there's any other accommodations I need to make for you. Like, that's a very unique angle that you could take that is very specific to the information that he gave you. Or you could reach out and you could say, hi, this is Al. Appreciate you giving me a call back about your potential move into next year. And I just wanted to reach out to you and see what has you thinking about making a move in the first place. So I'm using the information that I have a little bit better to be more unique than just, hi, I'm a salesperson. Please tell me what your scenario is.
Okay.
Okay. Good?
Yes.
Any questions about this stuff so far?
Fairly straightforward. Stop screwing up, Al. No, I get the idea. Take some of the ideas.
You're doing good in the intro, Alvin. I think that you just need to have more, you need to learn or figure out, like, how can you be more interested in who these people are?
Right.
You're stuck at, do you want to buy a house?
Okay. Got it.
And what kind of house can I sell you?
Yes, exactly.
Hello.
Hello, this is Al Belden of Mainline Philly Homes. You registered on my website. I'm wondering, are you looking to move in the next few months or just checking the market?
Okay, now your intro is really good, and we're just going to change it from move to buy. But that's really good.
So, are you interested in moving, or is it? Would you like to?
I think it's hard to hear. I think she said checking the market. Could you hear what she said?
No. Seems like I'm repeating what I already said. Yeah, I heard it there.
Yeah, she said just checking the market, right? Okay, now what's the question you would ask when she said just checking the market based on this training?
I could ask, okay, are you living locally?
Okay.
You currently renting? That's another question.
Yeah. So I like the where do you live one. Do you currently live here? Do you live in Philly now, or are you moving here? Right.
Right.
Okay. I mean, Philly's a big place. You could say main line. What neighborhoods you service could determine what you say. And so for people who are not in the Philly area, for instance, like Al's in the main line and you work Center City, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. But there's lots of neighborhoods in Philly, and there's probably, like, I'm assuming you don't work in the great Northeast. You probably don't work in Southwest.
Not too much. I mean,
okay.
It's not that I wouldn't, but business hasn't taken me there. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But definitely not the great Northeast. No.
Let me demonstrate how I would use my phrasing to do what I want to do. If I don't want to scare somebody away, I would use Philadelphia, because that covers all of the neighborhoods. Oh, got it, Al. You're checking the market. Do you currently live in Philly, or are you moving here? Right? I've used Philly. Now, you're on the main line. If you only want to sell on the main line and you only want to sell in Center City, and you're okay if somebody is like, oh, you don't work my area, then I might ask, oh, got it. Al, do you currently live on the main line or Center City, or are you planning to move here? So now I'm using specificity to figure out whether you're in my strike zone.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do that.
Okay.
I mean, they're pretty much in my strike zone if they're...
Okay.
I mean, I would make that determination further on, probably.
Then I would go with Philly. Oh, do you live in Philly now, or are you moving here?
Or you could even say in this area.
Do you live in this area? You could.
Do you live in the greater Philadelphia area, or whatever?
That sounds clunky.
It is clunky.
That's weird. I'd rather go with Philly.
So, are you interested in moving, or is it? Would you like to move if you could?
Now that's you hear how salesy that question is versus do you live here or don't you, or are you renting or do you own?
Yes, I was definitely struggling a little bit right there. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure you hear the distinction of how salesy that question is, or how sales oriented the question is, versus a just who are you or where are you question, which is less sales pressure.
Right. What I'm hearing from you, generally speaking, is the intro is a sort of a fork in the road. Interested in buying, if they start going down that road, or if the call is about a specific property, we're going in that direction. If they're
Yes.
not, then we're going more of the relationship building or
Yes.
finding out more about them type direction.
Yes, exactly. And you got to take your foot off of the sales pedal.
Say that one more time.
Would you like to move if you could? Are you, is that what you would like to do?
That's what I would like to do. So I'm just checking right now to see what's up there.
Is something holding you back, or?
She said, I'm just checking, seeing, I would like to move. I'm just checking to see what's up. And then you asked, is there something holding you back? Can you feel how much sales pressure there is in this conversation that you're bringing?
Yes, I do. I also think, though, this is an example of she has a real objection here. She's not just looking. She does want to buy. And, well, you'll hear it further on, but she's sort of saying, I'm not ready. And
Yeah.
she doesn't have a real, well, anyways, go ahead.
You're right. She's saying, I'm not ready. I don't know whether or not she has a real thing that she's hesitating around, but I want you, as we listen to this, I want you to understand something. Be the consumer in this conversation. Listen to how much that this salesperson is focused on selling versus figuring out who this person is, or having just a rapport building kind of conversation.
Make me sound like an ogre.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean at all.
I'm just kidding you.
Yeah.
Yes, I get the idea. Yep.
Okay, so listen to it from the consumer's perspective. And also, before I play this, you know that we as consumers, unless we're ready to buy something or we have a burning question to get answered, we don't want to talk to salespeople, right?
Yes, I do.
Why don't we want to talk to salespeople?
Because they're annoying.
Because they're annoying. Because they're pushy and they just want to make us make a decision, right?
Right. Yes. And yes, they have their own motives. Which they don't really care about my motives. They have their motives. So
put that filter onto your ears, forget that it's you on this call, and listen to this salesperson.
That's what I would like to do. So I'm just checking right now to see what's up there.
Is something holding you back, or?
Timing. I'm not ready to move quite yet, but I'm just looking.
So what will make you ready? Or is there like a financial reason, or?
Time. It's just not time.
Would it help to talk to a lender? Would that help you? Or maybe would you like to receive a list of properties that would maybe you would see that you would like?
I want to look on my phone right now. When I'm ready, I'll contact the lender.
Okay. Well, I wish you all the luck in the world, and maybe we'll talk again sometime.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Now, given what I said, can you hear how hard this salesperson was fixated on selling and getting her to buy, or getting her ready, or moving her forward?
Yes, I do, sort of. I mean, you got to consider the backdrop a little bit here. In other words, I was thinking to myself, I have to be more assertive on these calls. I had made a bunch of calls by this time. And, I have to speak more. And also I was aware of the idea of objections and sort of asking questions. That was one of the things that was stated, sort of try to get more information and don't just accept what they say. You have to ask more questions into that.
I appreciate that.
So I guess that's what my orientation was.
I appreciate that.
Hear what you are saying. I mean, in this case, she is saying she's not ready. So what are you going to, you got to explore that from what I've heard from you guys. So how would I do that?
In this conversation, she is kind of resistant to the sales conversation. And why aren't you ready is more salesy than where do you currently live? Or why are you wanting to make a move? What's important about buying to you? Do you currently own or are you renting? Would this be the first purchase for you? Right? All those questions are less salesy. So in this instance, with this person, based on her resistance, I wouldn't try to go deeper on the what's holding you back or why not now? Not yet. I got to get her to open up more. And so I need to ask softer questions about who she is or where she is or what her experience is, right? Or
Yeah,
what
I
her
got you.
motivations
Yeah,
are.
understood.
Yeah. So that's what I would be doing instead. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
understand.
that would be more fruitful for you in this conversation because she's resistant to you versus the other woman that we listened to who's looking at renting because she believes she can't buy. That woman will tell you anything you want to know. You can be more like, okay, cool. Well, why do you think you can't buy? And how much money do you think you need? And how much money do you have? And what can you spend on rent? And, like you can go after it,
Yes, I understand.
Okay. You could hear in the background, I think it was like they were playing pool or something in the background. She's probably hanging out with somebody. Probably was not a great time to have a sales conversation. So I probably would have tried to get her just to open up a little bit, figure out, was it a good time or was it going to be her first time to purchase? What was important to her about it? And then maybe try to tee up another conversation with her. At the end, you didn't even try to tee up another conversation. You're just like, okay, well, good luck to you. Let me know if anything changes.
Yes. Well, yeah, by that point, I felt like I'd done as much as I could, and that if I started asking, it would have been quite pointed if I said anything more. I had said enough in that regard. So
I'm going to give you this. Anytime you close out a conversation, do your best to set a logical next step. When are we going to talk next? Why are we going to talk next? What will the prospect get out of it?
Yes. Okay.
And this is an interesting one. I think this person inquired on your website about a property. And let's hear how it goes.
Correct.
Hello, Kate. This is Al Belden of Mainline Telephone. I got a note regarding this property. It's
Oh, yes. Actually, I think my realtor just scheduled a.
you have a realtor.
You cut her right off.
What was I going to say?
Let her keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah, she just scheduled an appointment for tomorrow for us.
Because I wanted to bring
Okay,
it. That's
right,
why.
right. Yeah.
What's that?
I could have known that in advance. Well, they can fill that out on the website, but they don't half the time, whether they have a realtor or not. So if they did, I wouldn't have called to begin with.
Why?
That's done at that point. So
wait, hold on a second. To explain this to me. If somebody says they have an agent, you won't call them.
Correct.
Why?
Because they have an agent. I'm not.
So what?
Yeah, but well, there's rules about that. I can't start soliciting them if I know they have an agent.
That's not true. You can only not solicit them if they've signed an exclusive agreement for whatever service it is that you want to offer them.
Right. So do you really want to go down that road?
Do you want to sell more houses?
I do, but
yes.
I question whether that's going to be a very fruitful road to.
How many people answer your calls right now? Out of 10 dials, how many people pick up the phone?
Maybe one.
1 out of 10. So are you telling me that this 1 out of 10, you're not going to take your shot and make sure that she has the best agent for her, that she's really committed to them, and that she wouldn't consider using somebody else?
No, I would. I mean, I've got her on the phone, but I'm not sure that I would, in general, call people that already have an agent.
So here's my point. If they come to your website and they enter their information, or they reach out to you, or you're talking to them, or somebody gets referred to you, and they say, oh, yeah, I have an agent I'm going to work with. Would you like a strategy to unpack that to see if you have an opportunity to win the business?
I was actually thinking about that today. I mean, because I had that, maybe I talked to someone today that was in the same boat. And then I could have asked, well, did you sign, do you have a signed agreement or things along those lines? But anyways, go ahead.
Okay. So my point is, let's listen to this because you didn't take any shot at winning the business. I just want to point that out.
Okay. Well, good luck with it.
Oh, are you not the one selling?
No, I'm not. I'm just I have all the listings on my site, so
Oh,
probably saw it
gotcha.
on my website, then came to me that way. Actually, it is in case that's what you wanted. I did speak to the seller's agent, and they confirmed that it's a high school for that address.
I had already
Okay,
done some
yeah, we
research
were.
for her.
Yeah, what's that?
I had already done a little bit of research because I saw maybe she asked a question. In fact, she did in her query about the property. So I'm giving her information that I had gotten based on her question.
Kind of look to see like that house is like one street off of the border. So we wanted to make sure that it was going to stay east, but I guess that they can't confirm if it would stay east. Do you know if the boundaries change often or if they've ever changed?
I don't. You have to check
Oh.
with the school district. That'd be your best bet.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you much.
You bet. Bye.
Alvin, how do you know how committed she is to her agent?
I mean, you don't.
How do you know whether she's signed anything with that agent yet or not?
I don't know that.
How do you know what she values about that agent or why she thinks she wants to work with that agent?
No, I don't know.
Don't know any of those things. Okay. So we have a real simple 4-step process for this. It's like the first thing that we teach when it comes to I have an agent. It's paraphrase, committed, signed, benefit. It sounds like this. We're going to role play the 4 steps now.
Sure.
Oh, Al, you have an agent you're working with?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Are you committed to that agent?
What does that mean?
Well, that means have you decided that this is the agent you're definitely going to work with to buy a home?
I suppose. I mean,
Okay.
when you start working with an agent, I think that's sort of implicit.
Okay. Well, have you signed an exclusive buyer agency agreement with this agent?
No, I have not.
Okay, got it. Well, just out of curiosity, Al, what's the advantage to working with that agent over any other agent in the market? Whatever. I'm just demonstrating for you. This is 4-step process, right? A very basic 4-step process. So you can start
Yes.
using that today so you don't get shut down in conversations like this. And if only 1 out of 10 people that you try to have a conversation with are answering the phone, just take your shot. You never know what might happen.
Yeah, I'm with you there. But what
Okay.
if they do indicate in their, when they register that they do have an agent? Are you saying still call them?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's how I think about it. Unless you had so many leads coming in that you've got warm referrals, you've got leads that are asking to go see properties, you just have so many leads to work, then maybe, you're really busy. Maybe you ignore the ones who say they have an agent. But if you have time and you're lead generating, talk to everybody. Just because they say they have an agent doesn't mean that they are deeply committed to an agent, actively working with the agent, or have signed an exclusive agency with that agent.
Right. But if they have signed an agreement, that's the end of the discussion.
That's the end of that conversation. Just make sure that it's an exclusive agency agreement because, you're in PA. We're supposed to have showing touring agreements, or we're supposed to have some form of agreement in order to show a house. But it doesn't
Yes.
mean that it's an
Everybody,
exclusive one.
not just PA.
Not every state, but yes.
Isn't that the case? I mean, that was part of the.
Let's put it this way. Not everybody's doing it.
No, not even close.
Not everybody's doing it. Okay. You want to ask, and yes, if they have an agreement signed with an agent that would prevent you from talking to them, then it's dead. But
Yes, I
I
understand.
want to also tell you this from my experience, Al. I've literally heard people be like, "Oh yeah, I have an agent." You're like, "Great. How long have you been working with the agent?" "Oh, they've just sent me a few emails." You're like, "That doesn't mean you have an agent, right?"
Yes, that's true.
So
I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
So,
like
yeah, I can do that.
people's
that's-
definition of "I have an agent"
Happy-
is very wide.
Yes, I'll go down that road.
Okay.
I agree with you. At least it'll be interesting for me to find out more.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to try to compete for the business. The worst they can say is no. And if you don't ask, you're at no anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good. Here's a couple things I want you to focus on. I want you thinking, who are you? What are your plans? Why are you taking this action? Why are you thinking about moving? Why are you thinking about selling? Where are you now? Okay. I want you to be interested in each of the people that you talk to beyond, can I sell you a house?
Right. I got you.
That will help you ask more questions and stay in the conversation longer. Because
Okay.
I would say that out of the 5 calls that we listened to, I heard you've got one was an agent, so we could try to fight for that business. You've got a woman who's renting who could potentially buy. There's another potential piece of business. You've got the woman, Doris, who said she does want to make a move, but just didn't want to have a sales conversation with you right now. That's a piece of business. The guy who called you back, who is going to be doing something, and we just don't know enough about him yet, right? Who could also maybe refer you somebody because he's talking about other people looking in other buildings. So across all these calls that I listened to with you today, I feel like you felt that maybe they were all dead ends. I'm hearing a lot of opportunity.
Okay. Understood. Yes,
okay,
that's good.
Okay, excellent. Well, Al, thanks for joining me, man. What did you get out of today?
It's a lot of new information. I mean, we had discussed this previously somewhat in our weekly meetings that we attend, the group that you're running. So, but this was more, it was much better to have a longer, plus the fact that we have the calls. It's a different thing when you actually have the calls that you can listen to and discuss. So that was good direction, and I'll certainly, be working on that because most of the calls are of that nature. The ones where they're just, they're just saying they're just looking and that's just the way they are. They're just registrations. They're not people saying, I want to see this property. Those are vastly the minority by like maybe 5% out of, and versus 95%. However, you got to build those, you got to get some, I mean, actually that was one of the reasons I got into this was because I felt like all these people are coming to the website, but I'm not getting anything from it. I was only getting the people that were saying, give me more information about this property or I want to see this property. So that's part of the whole quest that I've been on here. And so that's good. I guess I would say this is the heart and soul of what you're trying to teach, I think. And I think you need to move that front and center more a little. Like, start with this. Everybody does calls. That is by far the biggest or most important thing that you can get out of the training, I think.
Good. Do you go to the open role play call review sessions in the power sessions?
Yeah, I've been to them.
Okay.
But I just think it's got to be more like, this is not an option. You must do this. This is part of the curriculum. And because I just, it's not just me. I'm sure there's a vast variety in all the people. And I just think the sooner the calls are being discussed, the better off everyone will be. All the students and I think also the instructors, because they'll enjoy it more. And it is, it's interesting. So.
Good. All right, Alvin. I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me
next week.
If you found that helpful and you want some advice on your own calls, your own sales conversations, then just click the link below and you can fill out an application to be a guest on the Cash Call podcast. And all you need to do is submit some calls and I'll listen to those and give you immediate actionable feedback that you can use to improve your sales conversations. Or if you're looking for training, also the link below is access to some of our free training resources.